Well, well, what's Ellie doing? Hmm? Pretty kitty. What are you doing, Kit Kat? Welcome to Alaska. Go find those birds. Tell them to go to bed. I want to go for a walk, but you're going to follow me. Hmm. Why is TikTok being so freaking weird? Is it glitching for anybody else? Is there an update? I should check that. It is acting so weird. It's glitching. It actually did it in one of my videos that I did on my RT Says What. The beginning of it glitched. Oh, we're gonna do. Okay, there's a name I recognize. Oh, did she restart? I just went live so people, they're fascinated by it, but I don't want to be live. I'd rather sit in a box. I thought she missed the verification piece, truth be told. These This app is acting so weird. And I haven't been live in like I don't even know. I pretty much went live to show people the midnight sun in Fairbanks. Here comes the fucking cat. It's still bright as fuck over there. It's 12:40. This is what it looked like the other night. Hang on. Hi, Ellie. Why are we in the road? Where are you? Oh, she is gone. We're chasing bugs in the air. That was right there the other night. I was sitting there after work. I looked out the window and I was like, "Damn, I guess we're gonna go for a walk." I guess we're gonna go for a walk. Let me get off the Wi-Fi. Rye bread. Let me leave this stand. Sorry, didn't want to get a violation holding that in my mouth. Come on, Ellie. Hey, come on. Where are you going? Psst. She's like, oh, look, we're out of the yard. I'm going this way. Come on. Now she's scared. She's like, hey, where are you fucking going? I figured she'd start walking behind me. Come on. There she comes. Probably should have put my shoes on instead of the slippers. I got a slipper full of rocks. It's great. Where are you going? Ellie, no, come on. Ellie. Shit, she's going to the fucking neighbors. We're not visiting. Jesus Christ. Girl, it is. This is like, I wish I was in Anchorage in the summer. I almost want to transfer stores for the summer. Fuck. This is brutal. It's hard to camp. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, I want to go camping. Maybe in southern Alaska, because you're going to need a blackout, but then that holds heat. You know? It's like, fuck. You can't get away from it. I flip it off all the time. I walk out of the back at work and I'm like, gah. Yeah, it smells so pretty. I love how the temp drops, though, when the sun does go behind the mountain ranges. I didn't realize I had it still zoomed in. 12:41 a.m. Birds are still chirping. I mean, a month, like 5 weeks ago, we still had snow and ice. Bam! It's Alaska. And then, you know, sometime in September, early October, it'll be bam! Lots of fucking snow. Gosh, I remember taking pictures of the northern lights dancing through the sky right here. This is why we can't do the northern lights. Now, Anchorage, towards like fall, they definitely can see them before we can, weeks before we can. Because their darkness definitely gets dark enough. The sky's so pretty. I wish I had a mountain view. All I need is a slight hill, and if I could get up on it, the ranges would be beautiful from here. I gotta find a good lookout. I dug my milepost out. The kid and I gotta figure out where I'm gonna take him down to I made John take off work too. We're gonna take the cat camping on the 4th of July. Car launch thing. Look at her waiting for me down there. So we're going to go watch hopefully John's truck makes it down there at the launch, because the truck that we blew up this winter, the auto shop bought it and they were talking about using it in the car launch. So I'd like to go see it sail, because god damn, that thing left me frozen. Girl, I spent the first winter chasing the northern lights, right? Both times I had a witness in the car with me as to the weird ass shit that was going on in the sky. I don't pay attention anymore. I don't want to know. I know we're not alone. I study Hinduism. I am well aware. I don't want to know. But there is no explanation for shit chasing itself, like things around the sky and like weird patterns and no. I have seen it with people sitting next to me because we were focused on the sky, not knowing what the hell the aurora was going to look like. You can't fucking miss it. I don't do those things no more. There's a whole Facebook page dedicated to it. Let's look up Alaska UFOs. You'll find, oh, it got chilly. It it was almost 90 today and it's like 45 now. It's a little chilly. It's insane. Everything is up here. Except people. Well, right now there's a bunch of trespassers, but they'll go home. All we gotta do is give it a forecast of snow. Next week, -20, the state will be fucking empty. But this is brutal. Like, you can go canoeing down the river all night long. You can go hiking down where it's prettier. See, I loved the Matsu Valley. When I moved here, that's what I fell in love with. That's why I moved to Alaska. Fucking rocks. Yeah. Stop asking. They can't talk about it. Yeah, they can't talk about it. Which sucks if you stop and think about it, right? Yeah. But if people went back to the beginning of humans and Vedic scriptures and quit believing so much in the Bible and go back to where that originally came from, you get a lot more answers because all of that's based on science and astrology. Yeah. It isn't so scary when you realize that this is just temporary. That's why I always tell people the soul, you cannot create nor destroy energy. It's just a body. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I didn't want to be live, but I'm like, it's midnight and everybody's fascinated with what the fuck did I come in here for? I'm sure as soon as I go sit down, I'll remember what the hell it was. Oh, the iPad. Music. As much as I love the birds. I haven't seen any birds on my feeder, but half the food is missing. I don't know where this rock is, but it needs to get the hell out. Ooh, it is chilly. Oof. Listen to birds. I have citronella incense, the pink zebra. I meant to order some more insect repellent. Oh, Miss Joanne. Aha. I want more whiskey, but outside blocked. Neither one of those things are good for you. Yeah. Neither one. You went to work at the hospital and picked up bad habits. See, that place will make you want to drink. I think I made it through 11 and a half hours of my shift before I lost my shit coming back. Yep. Couldn't even get through one shift. Somebody already pissed me off. I like my groceries. I do. need to remember to find a torch to light this motherfucker. Brady will figure it out. I fucking told you. What did I tell you? Long motherfucking time ago. Oh, I got flashlights. I bought some so I can see on the truck. A torch to light this smudge stick. It's got orange on it too. But a big lighter gets awful fucking hot. And this doesn't stay like lit because I can't get it going. Hey! I had no intention on being live, but I was in the middle of lecturing Hallie again. I'm pretty much done hosting lives, but we're staring at RT's annoying midnight sun. My smudge stick will not see. That's it after all that. And they smell so fucking good. And it is now fire season, so the last thing I'm going to do is light a fire anywhere. I'm just going to sit here amongst my aroma of incense and wish the mosquitoes to go to bed. I don't want to talk. No, we're not talking about TikTok over here. I will let you up in the box as long as nobody's name gets insinuated or mentioned. Okay? We keep on the topic of you. Do you understand me? I want nothing to do with not any of this already. I am done hosting lives. Like, I'm a box buddy. I'm telling you, I will drop your ass.
I was telling you that she was talking about my car crash. She was asking me how I was feeling after that.
I thought we meant our crash out.
No.
This fucking app. See what I mean? Like, I don't like when I'm walking around like censoring my words and saying rugs in real life and people are looking at me.
I almost did.
I'm like, I cannot do this anymore.
I almost did on the phone with my partner the other day, and she was like, "Excuse me, what?"
Okay, so what it is that we have to do out here is exhausting me because it's masking.
Yeah.
And it's not racial profiling, it's not hateful, it's normal human behavior, and this is not. And I don't want to do this anymore. This is not rational thinking. Half of Facebook isn't even rational thoughts anymore. I want to write and put it out on the appropriate platforms in the right audiences. You know what I mean? Like my target audiences with a brain.
Yep.
Now, you have half a brain. You're using a quarter of it.
Yeah.
Honey, I love you to death. But
I know.
it's an addiction.
I know. I was actually talking to my therapist about that this week.
So I was reading somebody in the comments say that you don't have a sponsor.
I don't have a physical in-person sponsor.
Okay, you need to find somebody to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
You absolutely do. That's probably part of the problem. So even if the app wants to twist this into dragging you, we stay focused and we do what Mallory was right.
Yeah, I know.
She's 100% accurate. And we're not doing it to be mean. Now, there's a difference between, a bunch of jerk-offs holding a live about you and talking down to you about all this, and then people who do care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think any of those women had any ill intents. Why are we not waiting for 2026? What are you doing? But you have got to quit seeking validation.
Yeah.
You absolutely do. You absolutely do.
Yeah.
It's going to destroy you. You're going to destroy yourself running around trying to put out all these fires that people create for you.
Agreed.
Exactly. And you have to, like I said, treat it like you would research. Consider the source. Are you going to write an accurate,
Fiction. Yeah.
story based on truth, or are you going to go to Wikipedia or the Encyclopedia Britannica? You know what I mean? Like, consider your sources. Why do we care what these people have to think about us? We shouldn't.
Yeah.
Why are you? They're literally smudgies all over my glasses. Expand my comments so I can see them. Jesus. Ellie, tell John you went for a walk down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, it was sad how, someone came on and was like, Hallie was in a hit and run, she's in the hospital, blah, 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 and no one
I didn't hear about any of that. And that's...
I was in the hospital because I already have injuries and they made them 1,000 times worse.
Of course they did. And people need to learn to quit sensationalizing everything. Like, I have been in so many boxes this week, and people would be saying dumb shit. I'm like, no, first off, you believed your own lie, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
And not any of what you warped it into was even remotely true, but you felt it was, and here we are.
Right.
It's exhausting. I'm tired of masking. I'm not... I don't want to be a character on the internet. I want to go back to being a Misty.
Yeah.
I don't want to be RT. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
I know.
I have other efforts where, like, energy that I need to direct elsewhere. And that is not one of the things that I can do. And this app can twist it into however they fucking want. I don't care.
Right.
The truth of the matter is, it's masking. I'm exhausted and I don't want to be a character.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to being me.
Yeah.
And if people could stop and think about that for 1 second, that these are real people out here at the end of the day, these fucking baby mosquitoes are... Listen, bitches. Get the fuck out of here.
I gotta tell you about this work guy real quick. It's so funny. So he called me at like noon or at midnight, and he was like, "So I did something stupid," and he talked so slow, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I have so much to do," you know. And then he's like, "Okay, I need to call my sisters back because we need to book 2 rooms." Then I get a call back from him. I'm on the phone that entire time that the live went down before and all that. Between then and now, we were on the phone again, and he talks so slow.
Girl, I don't know nothing about no lives except for the one that I was in tonight. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was
I like it.
Yeah, but I was literally like, I don't know your story because I can't. My ADD brain, I can't have you talk slow. I won't remember what you're saying.
Does he need to go in a TikTok box? Would that help? Because we seem to care about that.
I know, but
you see my point though.
Yeah, no, I know, and
you're cherry picking where you care.
Yeah,
you're giving you're putting your fucks in the wrong basket.
Yeah, no, but he ended up like he kept like trying to actuate like what I was saying after I would reply, and I'm like, like come to a conclusion, and I'm like, is this mansplaining? Like, is this mansplaining? And then,
Well,
and then I guess,
if you stop and think about like effective communication, you're supposed to like speak, digest it, respond, and like reflect and restate what the person said to confirm that you received the information. So he was effectively communicating.
I don't know.
People take too many shortcuts though, and now they.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just like it's the slow talking that I have a hard time with. Like, but I also have a hard time with fast talking because I can't. It's like anxiety talking, and I'm just like.
So, in other words, you want everybody in the world to adapt to your disabilities?
No, not at all. No, no. I don't want them to adapt.
Like I said, though, it's a you thing.
Yeah.
So you have to work on that. There's nothing anybody on this app is going to do. But invalidate what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I mean, he was nice, and then he was like, you know, my sisters, you've been so great. Like, my sisters want to give you a $300 tip when we come in on Wednesday, and I'm like, do you know the kind of savings I could put that into?
There are people in the world like that, and when you take the time, and when you have that, I had to learn that in healthcare is where I learned a lot of that. Sprayed my fucking vape with the menthol eucalyptus off. Yay! That's tangy.
Tangy.
Fuck. My lips are tingling. Feels like I went and sat in the Dr. Teal's. Wrong set of lips is in that. But shit. My face is on fire. It's fucking face.
My face is on fire.
Oh, Shelby, you didn't miss anything. She's talking about a customer, and I'm applying practical life things to TikTok shit to make a point.
Yeah.
He's good about doing things like that, restating.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm up last night. I was at work, and I had gotten to work, and I was so like disheveled because I woke up late, and all of a sudden I'm like,
can't imagine why.
I'm tired.
Why? Because we've been arguing on TikTok. If we had a good night's rest and put the phone down and not worried about these people, you know what happens when you shut this off? You don't get bothered at all. Just turn it off.
Yeah, I think, well, it's that, and then, like, the car accident, and then learning to work, like, full-time instead of go to school full-time and work. It's, like, a whole lot of change. So I was just, like, really tired and disheveled, and all of a sudden I let my mom's dogs out, and I get to work, and I'm like, oh, my God, I don't think I let them back in. So luckily, thank the Lord for my girlfriend. She happened to be in town last night. And I was like, babe, I need your help. And she was like, I'll be right there. So she was there.
I had to leave work because a dog ate through my back door one time.
Yeah. Well, then today I was 10 minutes late because Marty decided to be Houdini because he's part husky and get out of our backyard and go take a jog down the street.
Oh, Huskies, our Lost and Found group in Fairbanks is full of Huskies that are like, adventure!
Yeah, well, it's a Husky that looks like a coyote that's part shepherd, too. So all of the above is just bad.
Yeah, a lot of people here are like, is this a wolf? We're like, yeah, no. We know the difference in Alaska. At least Alaskans do.
Let me find a picture of Marty on my phone.
Although in the middle of winter, when you're going down the road and the moose are standing like knee deep in the snow with no horns, they do resemble buffalo from a distance.
Right. They really like
is that a fucking buffalo? No, that's a moose, dumbass. That's a moose. I had gone all winter without seeing one. This was like months in. It was like 4 months into winter, and I didn't see a fucking moose one. All of a sudden, there's like buffalo in the field, and I'm like, what are they doing there?
Right.
It's a weird spot. Are these the free roaming ones? Are they lost? Like, so many thoughts went through my head. It was early. Oh God. Well, maybe it was late. I don't know. The sun was going down or up. It's short in the winter, 4 hours. I only have a 4 hour window of daylight, so.
Where I have so many pictures of like my dog Finn, who's with my girlfriend, but I don't have a lot of pictures of Marty. Where are all my pictures of Marty?
If you go to your photos section and type in dog,
Dog.
pictures of dogs.
Pictures of dogs. Well, that's the thing. It's like I know I have
the
them.
AI shit that they've built into like the photo apps and stuff over the years. It's like all you got to do is like because I need a fucking copy of my social security card or something, or whatever.
Right.
Bam, there it is. I don't even have to dig. I just kind of tell it, and like if I remember like a meme and like a phrase in it, it'll search the text too.
Oh yeah, I most of like I can because I've I've had Lennox and Corey their whole entire adult lives basically. I'm trying to show you. That's Marty. He looks like a coyote.
Yep.
Yep.
You got that light coat. Yep. That light coat. Yep. It looks like a yoke.
Yeah. So but like Lennox and Corey, I've had them for so long that like my phone, if I type in Lennox, they know that it's Lennox. And like
well,
Corey,
yeah, because I can name like when I go in the cat folder, it'll fucking recognize like a cat, and it'll even ask me, "Do you want to name it?" Yeah, Ellie. And then I get all, God dang it! I got this shit everywhere.
I'm so proud of my girlfriend. She has a year sober today on the 14th.
Congratulations, but mute for just 1 second. There's something howling out. I don't hear it anymore. Okay. Hey, Harley.
That's one of my.
I heard it like it was one of those things in the woods.
Harley, that's one of my cat's names.
She's in the UK.
Yeah. That's my parrot cat's name. The one that's on my shoulder.
That one lady who was in Jana's box, she's over there too. I really had no intention on being live, but I was scrolling and I heard a conversation about this young lady, and I was like, I got questions. I've made many lectures, and we should just stop seeking validation from people. And just, you are known for the company you keep, by the way. I don't know the whole story yet, but you can bet when I find it out, nothing is going to justify any of it.
Yeah.
Stay out of it, dude. It ain't. Here's the thing, Hallie. When you look at something, you need to look at it. Does it have anything to like? What is it have to do with me? The answer is usually it ain't got shit to do with me. Stay out of it.
Yeah.
Stay out of it. No reason that there, friend or not, there's no reason for you to be in it. Man, I got very liberal with that mosquito shit. I need to stop that nonsense. Oh my God. I had a little bit of a spaz.
Yeah, Shelby, I agree with that.
Get the fuck out of here.
I would never go real life, but
Yeah, but you're sitting with people who do, and you have to remember that. So
yeah,
you have to fix that.
yeah,
You didn't want that image. Well, you've created it for yourself, and like Mel said, people are judging you from last year and who you sat with. This is a repetitive behavior.
yeah. I
Um,
was well, no, she was just saying that in general. Like
yeah, but
I was like, I
they're
agree.
not listening to you because of who it's coming from, Hallie. Do you think I go somewhere and everybody listens to what I have to say? Although, even though they say they're not listening, here's the satisfaction, Hallie. I hear my words coming out of their mouth as if they're their own. We all know RT said them first, but as long as they're being adopted by you and they're coming out of your mouth, I have always said you might not like my methods, but they're highly effective.
Yeah.
I don't care what it takes to get you to under fucking stand, but here we go. Love how you twist it though. Just move on. These people are not for you. You are lowering yourself, and there's gonna come a time where you get voted off all the islands. You just have to stop that and just be you. You don't need to be guard dog. You don't need to do all that. Yeah, I don't care. I have friends of all different backgrounds, trans, LGBTQ, like every fucking thing, other countries, nationalities, ethnicities. I don't care. I don't care. Are you a good human? Do you bring something to the table that enriches the conversation in my life? And do I do the same for you? Great, we're friends. But what I noticed today, listening to some conversation in a phone call that was recorded, it was a me type thing. As a creator on an app, people who have, I don't even like calling them followers. You're not followers to me, you're people. Some people seem to get in their head, and if you could picture middle school and elementary school, fifth grade behavior, you'll understand what I'm like. If we can go all the way back, some of us are like, God damn, that's far. But there was always somebody running around trying to be liked and would just make up the craziest stuff like, my dad's an astronaut, right? They're doing the same thing on this app, only it's become like this insane rumor mill fucking National Enquirer of, but the inquiring in people's what really got me is I'm sitting here listening to all these lives about people digging and digging and digging. And then I'm looking at all the chats that I was in where we were doing the same thing. And I'm like, oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ. I can't release any of these things because it's just going to be you know what I mean? Oh God. Yeah. Just not, I'm just not doing any more of this. Goodbye. I just had to wash my hands of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're adults, and there comes a point where you have to go make adult decisions, and a grown-ass adult wouldn't act like this, would they, Hallie? Why are you running around trying to be validated by children? That's like you trying to fit in with the high school girls. You've got 10 years of experience under your belt on that.
Yeah.
It's time to grow up.
Yeah.
I'm looking back through these chats and things that are said. There's a lot of things that I have not and will not bring out here because it's just not TikTok story worthy. You know, it's just not. It's somebody's life. It's not pertinent to the story here. And I don't. Just not doing it. But like, I have a lot of no free time, and I want my privacy, and I don't. I don't want to host. I just want to be Misty. I don't want to be RT.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that I don't like.
You know, when I go digging in, like, on people, like, in my personal life, you know what I mean? And I'm being bothered, like, by my stalker that I have in real life related to my ex-husband and shit. Like, when I did that kind of digging, that's where I learned it, was when I had to protect myself. Know your enemy, right? Not everybody on the app is your enemy, nor do they need dug into. A lot of times I'm looking at it all and formulating, like, what is really going on here? You know what I mean? What's the bigger picture? I'm like the processor, but the people use me for that. They use me for what I have of recordings and information, so I never give it all. And I'm just going to quit giving it. Fuck you. After what you just did with it again, like, fuck you. Goodbye. Trying to, like, this shit's so old. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. But again, part of the accountability is on you for how you react to it. You're responsible for your reaction to it. Somebody got filtered. What we have to stop doing is butting and blaming others for our reactions. We have to own our reaction. I would like to unalive a few people. Doesn't mean I can go do that, right?
Right.
I have some frustrations I would love to take out with Negan's bat.
Was that a good show? I've never watched that show.
I got into it after, like, everything. I was at Dawn's watching it, and it was like I had a lot of questions, and obviously I would have needed to watch from the beginning to get them all answered. I had watched in I don't know. It's not my kind of thing. I'm not into zombies. If it's the zombie apocalypse, I'm fucking done. I'm
Right.
taking myself to the bye.
Same.
I'm tired, motherfucker. I am not fighting no goddamn zombies.
I'm just waiting.
All my friends up here in Alaska, they're all making bunkers and preparing for the apocalypse. I'm like, fuck you. I will go find me a glacier and I will wait until I will die of hypothermia out there. You could thaw me out in a million years.
Yeah, I will tell you. I have been trying to take myself out for the last.
Exactly. I am too broken. I am too tired. I am exhausted. I am not fighting for shit, especially food. Fuck you. If I have to worry about the food in the woods and the deer being contaminated or whatever, we out, bitches. No, I ain't eating plants.
Yeah.
That I have to grow in special soil and no, take me to the next realm. Thank you. Bye. My human pass is done. I don't. The soul's journey needs to continue on. Bye.
Bye.
What am I fighting for?
Okay, this is the most irritating thing about my boss, or not my boss, one of my coworkers, is I do all these nameplates, right?
Hey, psst, psst, don't shit talk your coworkers on live.
I'm just
Everybody knows where you're at. No, 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 I'm not going to let you do that. The proper thing would be like at work. We have an older gentleman and a younger girl who work fantastic together. There's never like anything in the way when they haul the freight out to the floor for third shift. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a blanket statement. Like this poor man is in retirement age, right? He is hauling the heaviest shit, doing the hardest work, and we got these younger kids.
Yeah.
Their hip hurts.
Oh.
That's blanket statements. Blanket statements. Like,
Blankets.
man, it frustrates me when people don't XYZ. Instead of saying coworker or, yeah, you know how people are on live.
Fair. Blanket statement. Stop throwing shit away.
Things magically disappear, and there's probably some well-intentioned human like me back there cleaning up the office, thinking they're helping out, all proud of themselves, and will be mortified if they hear that. God, it's so fucking bright out. I told you, it doesn't really get any darker. It'll get brighter here shortly, though.
Brighter here. I could never. I like Seattle, but I could never do this.
Well, it's pretty dim in the cabin, and it's cool in there, man. Like, I have to turn the space heater on at night.
I got one of those cooling blankets because it's.
I have one under my ass and a heating blanket on top of me.
Well, here it's starting to become like 5 bajillion degrees.
I'm not going to sedate you now. No. I'm going to sink into my giant oversized chair, not from the TikTok shop. I have a lot to do tomorrow. I don't have sedatives. I have the tube.
I wish. Basically, my most excited thing about getting colonoscopies is the sleeping meds.
Do what?
When I have to get a colonoscopy, the sleeping meds.
Oh, the propofol and Versed. Oh, that's great. That's my favorite. I woke up after having my teeth ripped out of my head, laughing my ass off. I was not when I came in there. I'm like, could you just get like this ready before we go, bro?
No,
in the car. I woke up laughing. That's the only combination. Like when they gave me the special K, when I needed that MRI, when my back fucking herniated and I couldn't move, but I was screaming in pain. I did not like that. I don't know how people enjoy that. That was like a drunken roller coaster ride. It was terrible. And we give that to children? What?
See, I'm about to need my next colonoscopy. It's been 5 years, so it is time. And unfortunately, I have to get all the old people tests very, very young.
Yeah, me too, but I would just rather not go through any of it and go, deuces, I'm out.
Yes.
I'm ready to recycle this body to the dirt and try it again.
Yeah.
I hurt. I'm tired.
Oh, I agree with that.
I don't have a will to live or die. I'm kind of neutral, and I'm pretty sure it's what spirituality and Hinduism was about. Was like finding the neutrality. I don't care. When I learned the art of not giving a fuck, maybe you should try that book. Maybe you should try that audio book. Maybe you should sit there at work and download that audio. I have 10 Audible credits. I'd be happy to fucking help you out. Maybe you need to download the art of not giving a fuck.
I can.
Seriously. It's a good book.
My
It's a
current
good
book
book.
I want to read is "Don't Leave Me" or "Don't Don't Leave Me, I Hate You" or "Don't Hate You" or "I Hate You, Don't Leave Me."
Every time you start running to the internet to seek validation, go get one of those books. You're utilizing the wrong. Oh no, we're not going anywhere but to bed. I didn't even want to be live. Like I'm truly not wanting to be a host of lives, but this one here,
Hi, I'm the problem.
you are my fucking problem.
I know.
Like when you got me talking to Bougie, going what?
Anyway,
I'm sitting there listening because that's all I usually do is just sit and listen to everybody, you know. And I start like, what? Huh? What's going on? Because I've been busy. My poor like, oh, the shin splints. I went and bought insoles today at work. If I could just walk on like spongy foam, I'd be happy without tripping. Yeah, I'm getting old. I am fucking tired, Hallie. I'm tired. You gotta stop. So does this sunlight. I'm tired. No, she's the problem. She's definitely the fucking problem. We had a very good live, but Jana got a violation, so she ended it. She may have restarted it, but I was like, well, I'll go live because people are so curious about the midnight sun in Alaska.
yeah.
Birds are chirping. It's like 1:30 in the morning. This is why camping in Alaska, at least in the central interior, isn't fun.
There's a Hallie staying here tomorrow.
There's a what?
There's a Hallie staying here tomorrow, spelled the same way. I
Oh,
never seen that name.
oh, I forgot the term. Oh my lord, we're just chilling. I'm lecturing Hallie. She got some very good words of advice that I know she will not listen to and take, and I'm going to hear about her being in another box, and this will all be for nothing.
I was doing really good for a while.
I have no idea because I haven't been around. I have really not tried to be around. When I scroll my FYP, like I have unfollowed like 95% of TikTok that I have been around, like very select. If I hear about somebody live, I will type it in and go to it. On occasion, something pops up in my FYP. But I'm all over Alaska stuff. I don't know what happened to my national parks and Jonathan Cain. I feel like they're suppressing a lot of that content because that blew up and then it's gone. But right now it's vanilla bean TikTok. Everybody's making vanilla extract from these Madagascar vanilla beans from TikTok shop. How the fuck we got here, I don't know. But I've now learned how to make vanilla extract along with sourdough on this app. I don't know what you all are doing. I have not been to Reddit until very recently, very selectively. I don't care, like legitimately. Um, I really changed my environment, Hallie, and it really changed how I feel. You should try it. You should try it. It's great. It's a great prescription. Like it seems so simple until you try it. Like I had an internal argument with myself about even pushing the live button. Like I did not want to be live. Like I don't want to be, but like I need to talk to you, and like I get information, and I don't mean negatively from other people because they've been around, they've been seeing what's going on. I can't speak on something I haven't seen.
Yeah.
I have one of my friends is into the diamond painting, and the other one, when it's not hotter than fucking her house in Texas, she's into the sourdough. Yeah, but she's got to wait till winter again because it's hot in Texas. Yeah, yeah. Go to bed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot that's this weekend. Yeah. Don't be toting any. Well, I can't say that. It's Anchorage. Be safe. Don't do anything illegal.
I just went to Pride the other weekend, and
Well, running around Anchorage could be like LA right now.
oh god,
Anchorage is violent. It's bad. It's bad.
there was one of those like abomination things right outside of like an LGBTQ church. Like one, like they're more about spirituality than the book, throwing the book at you. And no, this is one. Stop. But there were churchgoers out there that were saying you're an abomination and stuff like that. I said, I rebuke your homophobia. And my mom was like, or rebuke. I said rebuke. And my mom was like, are you trying? I was like, not actively. Like,
you need to get into spirituality. I think you'll find some inner peace with yourself. I think you will. What are we doing? Is that a photocopier?
no, we have these that go on. Hold on, I'm not dox myself, but we have these that have the names of guests and our.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's one of the engravers.
Gotcha.
I mean,
I was like, wee, what is that? That's a new office machine. There's Lisa. Like, I did not know what to expect when you got up in the box today, and this woman made me so proud. I was sitting there like, well, I'll be damned. That, yes. 100% yes.
well, that's what I was attempting to do because I was like, look.
She never gets up in a box, though. She's one of those people that will sit there and support and support and support. But she usually, you don't find her in boxes unless she really has something to say. Yeah. And she had a very powerful point today.
Like, that's what I was trying to do in that last live, was I was trying to be less attacked.
You need to be, well, receptive, but like, here's the thing. Historically, you listen, you do all of those things, and then you don't follow through. There's no follow through. You need to be accountable for your own actions to yourself. Like, you need to put goals down each day, like, this is what I'm doing. And you need to stick to them. And when you don't hold yourself accountable to those, then it's your fault. You know what I mean? Yeah. You need to set expectations for you, and you need to write them down. And at the end of the day, evaluate. Did I meet these goals for myself?
Yeah.
It's 1:30 in the morning.
2:30
It'll
for
be
me.
like this until about 3 and it'll start getting brighter.
Yeah, it's 2:30 here.
It doesn't look anything like this.
But it's I work overnight. That's why I'm awake.
Let me go get my flannel. Hang on. It's getting chilly. Oh, oh my old ass. It's melting. I know. My snuggie thing. Oh man, this would be a nice night for a bonfire if the state wasn't so tenderous. One little spark, the fucking forest will be aflame. And it's crazy because it's been like rain, 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 and you guys have had this great weather down there, and all of a sudden everybody's bitching. And I'm like, yeah, because Alaska's hotter than fuck. The jet stream came back. I about need to go wash my hands and get this shit off. Not in the summer, not in Fairbanks. Anchorage's light is a lot dimmer than this right now because they're at a lower latitude. But up here, this is as dark as it gets. And then it's complete opposite in the winter. It's dark for 20 hours a day. Sun comes up at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, goes down at like 3:30, 4. It's sometimes 2:30. Just all depends on the day, where the earth is tilted. Sometimes it's, yeah, a lot of people don't realize it. Everybody has been taught that we have 6 months of daylight and 6 and darkness, and that's not true. It's not true. About 6 months of fucking winter, though. But it's crazy here because I'm from Michigan, and when our snow melts, there's like swamps everywhere, right? Here up here in Fairbanks, at least, it evaporates into the air because it's so dry up here. It's like a polar desert. So there's just like when the snow gets done evaporating, there's like a little bit of a puddle. Then there's a pile of rocks in it because it's what we use for traction up here. But yeah, you don't need headlights. You can run with your parking lights on just so people can tell that you're driving. But yeah, you don't need headlights in the summer. Moose lights in the winter, though. Yeah, them fuckers are big. You don't want to hit it. We had a bunch hit out here early on in like the whole fucking family was annihilated, I think. But there's a mom and some calves just around the corner. That's why I won't walk down the road right now, because they're, especially around 5:30 in the morning, they're out for sure. I've seen them all over the road, all the way down it. And I know that there's a bull moose out there because I've seen it. It's got antlers. They're already growing. They're angry motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm good on the moose kicking my ass. Things I don't want to do in life. That's one of them. Although I did have a TikTok where a guy raised a moose calf that was either abandoned or something happened, but he raised it with his horses, and he saddles this fucking thing up and rides this moose, and it behaves just like a horse. Does work every day on the farm, hauls things just like a horse. My TikToks are really interesting now that I've gotten off all this shit. Like, I just don't care. I care about this human, but when I'm over here wasting my efforts and my energy all the time, and I keep hearing the same thing, I just have questions. And I'll have to catch up with my friend Megan when she is awake. It's like her and I's work schedules sometimes don't mesh. Like after I got to know Megan, I've always really kind of liked her. So I don't like her being bothered no matter what. That's stupid. And I heard that her reaction to it was pretty bad. So I'm also curious how my friend's doing. People need to stop. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, I'm gonna need more like the details because I've just caught pretty much like statements like that. I don't know who, like, why or nothing. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Enough said. Enough said. Enough said. Enough said.